Hey folks, Todd Hudak with Hudak Consulting. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. I wanted to share a little bit with you about my story and kind of tell you a little bit about me. I actually retired from the Navy. 20 years I was a mechanical chemical engineer. And then my last tour they said, hey, guess what? We want to make you a Navy recruiter. And I'm like, well, I hate salespeople. Well, the joke, finally I said, yeah, and they sent me off to an extensive school, and we spent 3 days on the handshake. And then I went out and became one of the top recruiters in the nation. So after that time, it was time for me to kind of retire. I had little kids, so I kind of wanted to stay local. So I went and applied at a single line Chevy dealership. The guy was sitting there and he's kind of chain smoke, and he looks and finds out that I'm one of the top recruiters out there. He says, you're hired, you start tomorrow. And he pulled up, and at that time there was demos. So this was in '95. They bring up a nice brand new car. I take it home. My wife goes, oh no, you bought a car? And I said, no, they actually gave it to me. And she goes, wow, you are a good salesperson. So I went in the next day to start my extensive training program. And there it was, the guy's chain smoking. He goes, those are new cars, those are used cars. Hit it and get it, make me proud. And my training was over. And I know a lot of you probably had that same training program. So the next thing you know, I'm off and running. I'm had to learn all this on my own. And, you know, I had to get a second job. I was 100% commission. I got a second job selling furniture. I sold my couch, my love seat, and a few other things. So I think a lot of you was where I was at. One of the neat things that I did learn with Navy recruiting, we didn't have a lot of walk-in traffic. I mean, most of the time if somebody walked in, they probably weren't qualified. So we had to farm, and we had to hunt, and we had to create opportunities. We had to develop centers of influence. We did our school visits. We were very proactive. So I took that same techniques and knowledge and I put it into the car business for myself. And I knew that my theory was sell me once, no big deal. Sell me twice, now you got it. So when I had a customer, I made sure I stayed in touch with them before, during, after the sale. Whether they bought or didn't buy, I still maintained a relationship with them. Within 2 years, I was the top salesperson. Within a year after that, I was banging 25, 30 units. I had a database of 1,800, and I was making sure I was on it. It got tough at times. I was making calls. I was sending out birthday cards. I had a Tales from Todd newsletter. I was extremely proactive. I wanted the first thought, when they thought about a car, the next thing I wanted to say is, let's go see Todd. And it worked very well for me. Well, I climbed the ladder and I became a business development manager. Then I went to the sales manager, and I ended up leaving that store, and I went on to become a director and running multiple franchises. I got a wild hair and I was losing sleep, and I said, you know what? I need to start Hudak Consulting. So I started my company, and it has been fantastic. I haven't looked back. What I've taken is from in-the-pit processes that I learned, and I'm putting them there for you. I've been in over 500 different dealerships. We take best practices. I'll still get on the phone. I'll prove it works. I'll take a TO. I'll work directly with your management team. I'll roll up my sleeves, and everyone else on my team will do the same. We're not just going to show you. We're going to do it with you. So hopefully this will help. Check out my website. And hey, you know what? Give us a call. Thank you.